Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokémon Rejuvenation! So in the last part, we had a bit of story. Melia ended up escaping from Team Zin's clutches via metronome teleporting. And then despite that, we decided that we would try to be a very good citizen and help out a lot of people in this region. So on this part, we're actually going to get back on track and go take care of the gym. Oh, I love the gym theme, by the way. So over here, we have the little communications box where you can contact Jen. Oh, hey. It's like you finally made yourself to a panel, huh? As I mentioned before, you can use this panel here to contact me when you need help. So please, don't hesitate to give me a call. So again, we can call him again if we really want to. What would you like to know? Venam's ace, signature move, Rosa feel, suggestions, that kind of stuff. It's pretty good. So I guess we'll go over this as well. Venam's ace is a viper, a dastardly snake with the power to tear away hopes and dreams. This viper may not seem like a massive threat to some, it's deadly to newcomers. A pleb stomper, if you will. Not only does the Viper excel offensively, it has a nasty glare that will cause you some trouble if you're not prepared. Also has excellent weakness coverage. Don't be caught off guard! As for Venam's signature move, you know that gym leaders carry signature moves, right? Anyway, it's called Venam's Kiss. It's a standard base 75 move. It can't poison you, if that's what you're worried about. Ahem. So next up is the Corrosive field. Venam uses the Corrosive field, a field that boosts the power of poison-type moves. In addition to that, non-poison-type Pokemon are damaged upon switch-in. Please be cautious of that. There are more intricacies involved in fields than those two details. But if you want an in-depth analysis of what the field does, please take a look at the Field Effect Manual in the game folder. Why are you looking at me like that? Did I say something weird? And yes, he did. He just broke the fourth wall. So that's pretty much all I want to go over. I'm thinking in order to cut things down a lot, I'll pretty much just go over whatever Jan tells you. Because the tips that you actually receive at the gym panels are pretty accurate. Also, if you'll notice over here, we have a PC, a healing machine, and we also have this lady over here. Huh? Here to challenge the gym. I see. You'll need to know how to find it. Just know that it has to do with the final room before the arena. I heard that there's a second answer to that room. First, correct concoction you need to produce is brown. So anyways, we just want to keep that in mind, that there's actually a secret to the final room within this gym. But aside from that, I'm going to pretty much just breeze through all the trainers inside of this gym and show off the puzzle before we get to Venam herself. So the first room here requires us to make one concoction, which is Magenta. So that's actually red plus blue. Usually the trainers inside the gym will actually tell you what color that you have to make. Anyways, on to the next room. And trust me, you're not really missing much with the trainer battles. It's really slow because I'm actually switch training up the Pichu. I have most of my Pokemon on my team at max level, so I want to make sure not to waste the extra experience I'm getting from these trainer battles. So anyways, in this room, the first color that we actually have to make is orange. So that's red plus yellow over here. And the second color we have to make is green. This is an interesting combination because you can do this one of two ways. One, you can mix the yellow and you can mix the blue concoction, or you could mix the yellow and the teal concoction over here. Either way works. I find it kind of strange. I mean, it makes sense, obviously, but it's just weird that there's two solutions. So if you remember from earlier, the third or the last room is actually the room that has the secret door. So we're going to work on that first, and to start that off we need to make brown, which we can make by mixing all of the colors. So we're just going to mix all of those in there, And when we calculate it, it should say special poison substance accepted. So right after that we need to make white, which is red plus green plus blue. Again, it will say special poison substance accepted. And finally, we need to sort of make orange. It's more of an orangish color. So we need yellow, red, and green. Normal orange doesn't work, so if you just mix yellow and red, it doesn't accept that for some reason. But after that, we'll see a ding 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 right there. And we'll have a secret door open right up there. So we're just gonna head our way out over here. And guess who's here? Whoa! The hell found this place? Oh, it was you. Why am I not surprised? Well, since you're here, I may as well tell you what this place is. This is the graveyard for my past gyms. For my current gym, I had 2 previous versions. My Venipede used to be my ace Pokemon for the longest time. So I modeled my first gym after a Venipede. Yeah, it was really cool. Had this indoor waterfall and everything. And to press these switches in the right order, the waterfall would stop flowing. Anyway, soon after I started to like my Viper a ton more, and soon that became my ace. Of course, I modeled that gym after my Viper. Gym was alright, but I think it was slightly rushed. One day, Jan and Zumi came to Giran and vowed to make the city better than it ever was. Jan was interested in researching the Badlands and why it came to be that way. So he built a factory over my gym. He was nice enough to give me my own section of the factory. It's nicely made and I think it has a cool style to it, so it ain't all that bad. But yeah, that's all there is to this place. I'm going to head back to my post. As a reward for finding this place, I'll let you take anything you find lying around. Waiting for you. So you heard her, so we're basically going to loot and pillage this place. So right here is actually an egg, and it is a Viper egg, no less. And no, nobody's going to the PC for that. There's also a few hidden items lying around. I can remember where they are. Should be that blue shard, and I believe right here is a rare candy. That's the big item that you want to get here. There should be something around here, I think, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. Also think there should be a psychic gem right over there. That could be useful for this gym if you really want to use it. Actually, I think I remember where the item is. It should be right there. Yeah, it's the freshwater. Okay, I think we grabbed absolutely everything here. You can also check out these little gyms right here. All it'll tell you is the entrance is completely boarded up. Really like them. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go back through the secret area. And this time we actually have to put in the right code. So the right code for this area is actually going to be orange, which is red plus yellow. After that, it should be white, which is red, green, and blue. And finally, it's going to be teal, which is blue plus green. And so with that, we can go ahead and head on over to Venam's battlefield. Or you could actually use this and teleport back and heal up. Also, something to mention is you can't use Shadow Pokemon in the Gym Challenge. So I have a Shadow Pokemon in my party right now. So if I go up here, I see, you should know better. Shadow Pokemon aren't allowed. And basically you have to go back and put that in your PC. So I'm gonna go ahead and go put the Shadow Grimer back in my PC as well as heal up. And actually, I have a team update to do. Which is kind of spoiled right here, but it's whatever. So, for the team update, in between this part and the last part, I took my Swoobat to the salon, I believe it was, and I got his happiness up just a little bit. Then I rare candied it up to level 21. It's not really too important. It does learn Air Cutter at level 21. However, what happened was I wanted to evolve my Woobat into Swoobat, which I did right here. So Woobat into Swoobat is a happiness evolution, so you could literally evolve it anytime. I recommend waiting until the last minute at level 20, because when you do evolve it, it will take more experience to level up, which is why I don't normally use it a lot. Because it really does require a lot of experience once you fully evolve it. And pretty much everybody else is the same. Nidorino right here is level 20. I do like the Nidorina and Nidorino families, but the only bad thing about them is their natural moveset isn't that great until much later in the game. And yeah, pretty much everybody else is the same. Pichu is going to be on the team eventually, but it's not really that useful right now. You can probably rush this evolution right here. I would wait until level 13 so you can get Nasty Plot on it. But Pichu right here isn't going to be much of a help. Instead, we're going to be really just using Woobat right here and pretty much sweeping Venam. Anyways, let's go ahead and just save right here and move on up here to Venam. What is up with Team Zen just attacking Giron City like this? It's able to fend off quite a bit. Just seeing them run. Enough talk. I'm a gym leader, and even though the stakes are high, I won't hold back. Not one bit. So bring your best. And I guess we will. So again, Swoobat makes this battle pretty easy. I'm not going to go over the fields at all. Just know that if you send anything out that's not levitating, flying, and isn't poison type, it's going to get poisoned. So she starts off with the Trubbish, level 13, has an Oranberry, has Rock Blast, Venam's Kiss, Thief, and Poison Gas. So I'm just going to hit it with the Confusion, and I should one-shot this because I'm at level cap. Next up is going to be the Grimer. It's actually an Alolan Grimer, so I do have to switch for this. So, unfortunately, my Geodude here is going to get hurt by the Corruption. That's just how it is. This is an Alolan Grimer, has an Oranberry, has Bite, Acid Armor, Poison Fang, and Shadow Sneak. So, I just got a Magnitude 10, which is basically an Earthquake, and it's not going to live that. Next up, I'll go ahead and send in my Swoobat again. This is a Marini, has no item, Venoshock, Recover, Water Pulse, and Toxic Spikes. But it should go down after one Confusion. After that, it's going to be an Ivysaur. It's Berry Juice. Has Venam's Kiss, Poison Powder, Razor Leaf, and Leech Seed. So it doesn't matter what I do to this thing. I think Air Cutter has a critical hit chance, so I'll try for that. I didn't get that, but at least I didn't get seeded. I'm saying that as if that actually matters. Next up is going to be the Whirlipede. Has Twin Needle, Venom Drench, Bulldoze, and Venoshock. Again, I'm just going to hit this with an Air Cutter and pretty much knock it out. And finally, here comes the ace. It's going to be this Viper. It has a Citrus Berry, has Bite, Bulldoze, Glare, and Venam's Kiss. So again, I can just two-shot this. Even though it is going to be a little bit annoying right here. But that's Venam. Despite our flaws, we're a pretty good trainer. Damn it. Thought I had this one. Whatever. This was the best outcome anyway. Okay. You know how to get to Route 2, right? Just take the train at the station southeast from here. As for Rock Smash, I called my friend Karina to come to him and deliver it to you. I have to ask. Do you even care about what's going on? I mean, you just got here like a day or two ago. I'm gonna bug you about it, but it's just something I've been thinking about. You don't have to come help if you don't want to. I guess we'd appreciate the help. And I guess someone was spying on us. So now we can move on to Chapter 2, and it will encourage us to save, so I guess we will. So with that, we can go ahead and warp to the front. You might want to heal up, you might want to access the PC. And after all that, we're going to go ahead and just leave there. And look who it is. Name's Karina. Venam told me you were in need of the Rock Smash TM. Here's the thing, chickadee. Don't just give that TM out to anyone. I only give it out to official members of my crew. And clearly, you aren't a part of it. I just can't bear to part with my TM. However, I'm about to go do a small job down at the Junction Bridge. I've gotten an inside scoop about a mad scientist using his experiments to harm Pokémon. That's true. And I have to go over there and put a stop to his deeds. I think I should have some sort of companion with me on this mission. So if you really want this TM, you should probably make your way to Junction Bridge. And I guess that's just what we're gonna have to do. Alright, so we're here on the west side of the city, right between the two bridges, and if we move over towards the west more, we'll actually hit Junction Bridge, and we'll see the Mad Scientist lair right over here. Alright, this is it. This is the place I've been getting reports about. If it's true, and there's a mad scientist in here, then we need to get rid of them. Reports must be true. That laughter can't be from a sane individual. So you definitely want to save right here. I'm also going to do a quick team update. I haven't really trained anybody. The Alolan Grimer, Shadow Alolan Grimer, ew, it's timid, is with us. And we also have the Lillipup here. We're going to be entering a double battle, so I like having Helping Hand with me because it's really, really good for doubles. So with that, we'll go ahead and go in. The mad scientist must be around here somewhere. Laughter sounded pretty close. I didn't think this place would have an alarm system. Jenkel? Who are those two? You idiot! Did you leave the door open again? Oops. Supposed to be more competent than this. Whatever. Just take care of them. Warping out of here. That's our target Pokemon. You there. What are you doing to that Musharna? Why is it hooked up to that machine? Hugh. Well, you guys saw way too much. That's okay. Yes, it's quite alright. Guess I'll just have to test my experiment out on you two. This guy's out of his mind. Good thing we came. This is going to be your entrance exam into my group. Take out this guy and save that Musharna. See about it. Oh boy, this battle is my least favorite in the early game. Mainly because of how you set up your team to deal with Venam. Kinda sometimes leaves you weak to this battle if you don't swap out your party members a little bit. So it starts off with two Muna. They're holding an item called an Elemental Seed. What happens is eventually there's going to be Misty Terrain on this field, and that Elemental Seed will be consumed. It'll give them a special defense boost, and it will also apply Wish to them. Wish is a move that when used, one turn later after it being used, it will give you back 50% of your HP. Except there is no such turn that you have to wait for with the seed. It just happens instantly. So one of these Muna has Hypnosis, Side Beam, Moonlight, and Light Screen, and the Muna on the left has Hypnosis, Side Beam, Shockwave, and Reflect. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit one with an Assurance, and I'm going to Helping Hand with my Lillipup to get that Assurance of 50% boot. So my Lillipup should get knocked out here. I've actually had runs where this survives, but it's very, very rare that it actually does happen. So here with my my Zubat, I'm going to go ahead and hit this Muna, I believe, and go ahead and hit it again with my Combuskin. So my goal here is to hopefully be able to knock out both of the Muna at the same time. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, that one has Moonlight, so it's going to heal itself back up, which is just really, really fortunate. So I'll go ahead and take care of this one. He also has a Lemonade, and it's really, really nice that he actually went ahead and used that right now. Really nice that I got that crit. That's unfortunate. So what he just sent out here is going to be the Pulse Plus Musharna. As Mist Ball, Fairy Wind, Misty Terrain, and Wish. The terrain doesn't matter that much because as soon as it transforms, it's going to have Misty Surge and cover the field in Misty Terrain anyways. So the best I can do here is slap this with a Assurance and basically try to knock out the Muna first. So right there we'll see it transform. Again, this is just such a tedious battle. So again, the best I can really do here is just knock out the Muna. That way I can have a 2-on-1. And there goes my Combuskin to Misty Ball. Or Mist Ball. So I'm going to send him my Geodude right here. The Misty Terrain is very, very problematic in my opinion because it prevents status. So there's nothing you can do to whittle down this Musharna. I've heard people who've gotten a Mightyena and just spammed Snarl and just dumpstered its special attack to the point where it can't really do anything to you. I've heard people have done that and it's very, very successful. I also believe this Musharna is Psychic Fairy because it is weak to poison. Unfortunately, I'm having issues with my PBS reader right now, so I don't have like the specifics of every Pokemon like I usually do. I'll go ahead and try Magnitude, see if I get lucky. From this point onward, I'm going to be spamming Heart Stamp. And the reason I'm spamming that is because I'm trying to get some flinches going, and basically just flinch hacks this Musharna and slowly whittle it down. There's a lot of ways this battle can go. And if it gets too long, I'll actually just edit a lot of it out. But for the most part, we should be good. We're going to be spending a lot of time here, slowly whittling down the Musharna, and also waiting for the Misty Terrain to go out in 5 turns. That way we can try to poison it. So hopefully I get some Heart Stamp flinches here. And if not, well, that's just really, really unfortunate. I'm going to Poison Sting with my Nidorina right here, which is super effective, so it does pretty good damage. It's just really unfortunate that because of the Misty Terrain, I can't get a poison going. And since my Grimer is probably going to get knocked out in one shot right here, this is my last chance to get a poison off. I believe my Grimer has the Poison Touch ability, so if I get a flinch and it lives one more turn for the terrain to wear off, like that, then there is a small chance that I can actually poison the Musharna. Which, that didn't matter too much. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and use Air Cutter because it's pretty low. and I'll see if I can take this out right here. Alright, there we go. So again, like I said, that's just such a tedious battle. There's not a lot you can do about it. Oh, someone's grumpy with us. That Musharna is angry with us. I thought we were saving it from harm. Of course not. My modifications to this machine caused the two to sort of have a symbiotic relationship. Musharna was never in any harm. He was enjoying a nice massage. Probably. Oh, so you're actually helping Pokemon out, not harming them. Of course not, obviously. All of us mad scientists get profiled together and it's not cool, man. I needed someone to test out my glorious machine, so it's not all that bad. You guys are cool though. Come back sometime. Have chips and drinks. Oh no, I'm good. We're just gonna leave. I'm going to leave now. It was kind of a false alarm, but I guess that's better than there being an actual issue. Not like it actually means anything. I think I bought enough time for... What? Anyway. You did what I asked you, and you did it well. So you deserve the TM I promised you. Here, take it. It's yours. Good luck with saving Melia. I hope for the best outcome. Oh, and... whenever this is all done, come back and visit me at my house. I have a mission for you that might tickle your fancy. Good luck again. Anyways, if we actually go ahead and go back into the lab, we can find a couple of cell batteries. Really nice find. And from here, we're going to go ahead and just teach Rock Smash to a member. It doesn't really matter who. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to the Nidorina, I guess for now. It's not a bad move, by any means. So if we come down over here, we can actually find a Blitzle, assuming you have a gourmet treat. Want to give Blitzle a gourmet treat? No, I do not. And with that, that's pretty much everything that we can do out here. I think in past versions of the game, you could actually go ahead and come down here way before you even beat the gym leader. Because in past versions of the game, it wasn't Rock Smash that you unlocked via the gym, I believe. So if you got the golden item that allowed you to use Rock Smash, you could use it without beating Venam, but that's not the case in the current version. So anyways, with this, there is one last thing I want to do in this part today, and we're going to go ahead and head back to the laboratory. So here in the lab, there's this person over here by this computer. Hey, you have a badge, don't you? So I've been working on a little project of mine, and I was wondering if you'd like to be a part of it. Wait, what is it? Alright, guess I didn't really explain it yet. A bunch of people, myself included, have created our own online Pokemon fan game. Really breaking the fourth wall, aren't they? Since a lot of us are stuck within our respective areas due to whatever personal reason, a lot of us can't really afford to go out and become Pokemon trainers. That's why we created our own system. Best part is, you don't have to train Pokemon or anything. We provide players with the team generated by us. It isn't really out to the public yet because we need someone to help test it first. Would you like to help us out? Yeah, it sounds like fun. Great, you'll need this to get started. This will hold every badge collected by our online league. Whenever you're ready, take on our league, please say so. And I am ready, bring it on. Great, let's start off with some context. You are a new trainer who started their journey in New Barktown. You picked your starter. Cyndaquil, Totodile, or Chikorita. Don't pick Chikorita, please don't pick Chikorita. I forgot to mention this earlier when I was talking about Venam's gym, but the grass starters, aside from Bulbasaur, they just really have it out for them at the start of this game. You can pick a grass starter if you want in this game. I'm not really talking about the league right here, but for Rejuvenation in general, but it kind of ends up being sidelined until later. The same is true for this online league here. Oh, I think I'll go ahead and pick Cyndaquil, just to pick it. Oh, I feel bad, I picked another fire starter. You picked your starter Cyndaquil from Professor Elm. After a few days of travel, made it to Violet City and obtained an Onyx. Right now you're about to face up against Gym Leader Faulkner. This is what he says. Faulkner, Violet Pokemon Gym Leader. Say you can clip flying type Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I think we've all heard this before. But here he comes, and here comes the awesome music. So this is pretty straightforward. And of course we get hypnotized. There really isn't much to this. This is just a fun little addition. There is sort of a reward for doing this, completing the online league eventually. I don't think it's really too terribly difficult. So, this is just a little bit of fun for the most part, and nostalgia. And we can swap out if we want. This is also on a glitched field, it looks like. Again, I haven't looked into this too terribly much. I really like this. It feeds into my nostalgia for Gen 1 and Gen 2. Even though when I actually break out the Virtual Console games, I'm just terrified and don't really feel like messing around with them. Wow, I'm impressed. Even with my modifications, it wasn't enough to best you. Alright, you've earned it. Please take this badge. And we got one virtual badge. You can check the amount of badges you've earned on the badge card. Come back when you have a second badge. There are other dev members on this online fan game scattered throughout the region. If you find them, please challenge them. In fact, we will do that throughout this journey. I think we've done enough for today. So thank you all for watching. I'm sorry if this comes out a little bit late today. Today was just absolutely rough. I'm pretty much exhausted, just a little bit brain dead. But thank you all for watching. Hope it helps, and I will catch you all on the next one. Next time we should be finally going out there to save Melia. She's been out there for who knows how long. She could probably really use some help. Anyways, until then, see you guys next time.